So much energy in this purple can.
So much energy. No.
Water is energy.
No, it's not. It doesn't have any energy in it.
I'm like 70% energy then.
If you
And I
don't drink water,
feel like it.
drink water, you die. There's no energy.
Yeah, but if you don't drink Monster, you're not energized whilst you die.
I can't remember the last time I had a Monster, but it's in the years.
Are you judging me right now?
Me too.
Yes.
Man, start that intro again.
All right, folks, welcome to BackTalk. BackTalk's going to change up slightly. Here's how we're going to do it each week. When we do a BackTalk, we're going to have a topic of some sorts that we'll talk about for a bit. And during the time we talk about that topic, I'll take questions from y'all if they have to do with that topic.
What if they don't? Oh, wait, what if they don't?
Remember that thing about that there's no such thing as a stupid question? That's wrong.
What do you mean? I don't understand.
And then after that, we'll answer some general questions from you all when we switch, and then we got to get prepared for next week.
Super.
So
Logical.
it is logical. So we're talking about the Dice Tower Cruise. Just kind of a retrospective on Dice Tower Cruise. We had a great time on it. This was the third Dice Tower Cruise, so
That's right.
this was my fourth cruise. Your fourth cruise.
Like ever?
Yeah, ever.
Yes, fourth.
So we all went on one cruise that was not a Dice Tower Cruise.
Yes.
And 3 Dice Tower Cruises.
Yes.
Well, there you have it.
That is
My
correct.
first cruise was on a Disney cruise line.
That ruined it for all other cruises.
Ooh,
was pretty
so
cool.
fancy.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah, but you had to watch seniors.
I did. It was a senior
Okay.
trip from high school.
What about you?
What about
That was with my family, right? And I went on it. And it was
What
great.
was it Royal?
Oh, it was Norwegian.
Oh,
I don't
did
think-
Carnival. All right, y'all, calm down. You gotta cook your own food.
That's right.
All right.
Pay
So
extra for a bed.
Buffet is just like hot dog packets. You gotta go get the hot dog and put it in the
It's not
microwave.
that bad.
if you want to see a bit what the cruise is like, Jason does a vlog of it. But the cruise is an interesting thing because it's our least. I do some of my best gaming at the cruise, and I also do a lot of things that are not gaming. Some people have said, I don't want to just go play games the whole time. None of us did that.
Nope.
I mean, there were a few people who I think played games the whole time, but I would say of the 650 people who went, that was like 30 people who
Right.
played the whole time.
Yeah.
Like when I would go to a show on the ship or go somewhere, I would see lots of people from our group there.
I didn't do that this time.
You didn't see any shows?
Nah.
Oh, there were some cool ones. Did you see any?
I don't think so. I don't think I saw any shows.
Did you
Yeah.
stop like for any of the live music that was all over the ship?
No.
I would kind of walk through it. You know what I mean? I enjoyed it
Right.
as I was like going somewhere else, maybe or maybe not to get food.
Did you partake in the food on the ship?
At times.
Stuff I did around the gaming was, besides the stops, went up to the top deck and watched a movie out there.
Oh, cool.
I know that seems goofy, but you're in the
No, that's
middle
cool.
of the ocean on the top deck watching a movie on a big screen.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah,
And,
it is.
you can go get food and bring it up there. We're back on food, aren't we? That sort of thing. I enjoy doing that. Just being able to, because there's enough schedule things where if you're someone who enjoys having the rigor of a schedule, you're not going to feel lost. We have dinner at this time. Very nice with everyone. You've got, there's this live event that we're doing, something we're hosting, a game show, a panel, whatever. So, and then anytime that isn't going on, you can just game. So I think that's going to be a nice fit for people who like a schedule.
And if you don't like a schedule, you can ignore everything.
And then there's so much to do. That's the thing. You do have all those live shows, and there's a skating show in which they do ice skating rink, and they put on a show there. They got the show on the big stage. You've got that movie up on the top deck. You've got this. You've got that. So there's tons of things you can do. Then if you don't like that, part of me wants to say that there might be a small group of people out there that maybe if you have a fear of missing out on stuff, this would be something that would bother you.
I think
But-
a cruise ship in general will bother you because you can't
I
do
guess
everything.
that's true, yeah. But I think for anybody else, especially for say, a couple or a family who are not all equally into gaming, the cruise is about as good as it gets.
Yes,
That's true.
And this works for my family. My wife gamed a few times, came down to the room. A couple of my kids never gamed, and nobody complained.
Right.
They were like, my older kids like it because they have freedom to go wherever they want on the ship. They think that's amazing.
Right.
The younger kids, the daycare thing there is so good. They plead to be in that. We're like, we feel like bad parents, Don't you want to spend time with us? They're like, no. We're like, all right, we're cool with that. Go.
Yeah.
And it just works.
Plus, the ship went through a lot of upgrades between this year and last year.
Right.
I mean, they added an escape room.
Yeah.
They added a laser tag arena.
Which was super fun, by the way.
They added.
They have that crazy thing up at the top.
Yeah, they had a huge water slide.
Oh, yeah.
That was added to the back end.
Did you ride that?
No.
I kept meaning, I was like, I'll do the water slide today, and I never got around to doing it.
Yeah,
There's
no.
so much. That's the
Yeah,
thing.
there's so many things to do. There's just so much. There's a mini putt-putt golf thing up on the front of the ship that me and a couple other guys did. So there's just so much to do on the ship. You will not be sequestered to just playing games the entire time. And if you do, you did it to yourself.
Right. Well, I mean,
and
maybe
if you
that's what you want.
to, that's fine. Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
Again, as long as doesn't bother you that all these other things are going on. But it is good. If you're going with a group and they're not all into gaming, then you will never be. You have to actively work at being bored or sort of like, I don't know what to do, or directionless on the ship. There's always something going on. And the ship makes it easy to find those things. Literally on every floor of that ship is those big iPad things that tell you what's going on right now, too. If you're just like, I just wrapped up a game, don't really feel like jumping into another one, I'm not hungry, and if you're not hungry, there's something wrong with you. But,
by the last day, I was not hungry for anything.
Oh, no, that's erroneous.
They had all-you-could-eat lobster in the one night, and I was like, I guess I'll get 2. Normally, I'd be like, this will never end.
5 times in a row.
I had 2 lobsters. They were delectable.
I didn't have 2. I had 1.
Jason and Vernon's table, they had,
Oh, I know. There was like a mound of carcasses.
I think they had 8. Vernon and who else was at their table? Someone else was chowing down on 2. Oh, Derek and Jason and Vernon. I think they took out 23 lobsters between the 3 of them.
They were going at it.
Oh my goodness.
I felt a whole lot better at my table. It's like,
Yeah.
yes, I ate 2.
But anyway, they do have those big iPad things that tell you what's going on anywhere on the ship right now, and there's lots to do. So that's just a big, big plus.
Mm-hmm. So question is, did anyone get motion sickness?
Yeah, I did a little bit. Usually at the the very beginning, and again, it was my own fault partly. I forgot to take Dramamine with me, so I had the motion band things that you're supposed to put on your wrist. They help with that, and they do help. So I had those. Didn't put them on because I figured, okay, let me see if I'm going to get motion sickness. I did. Put them on, and that helped out. And then by the final day or 2, I no longer needed them, and then got motion sickness again when I got back to terra firma, which is how that works.
Well, when you come back, it's more of a. Do you feel sick, or is it just that you see things swing?
No, I got sick. You feel I did. Yeah.
I get sick a little bit sometimes, or feel a little bit sick, but I put those bands on. They went on before I got on the ship, and they stayed on in the shower. They did not come off.
Right.
And I didn't feel nothing this whole trip.
I didn't have to wear anything, and I was fine. No, I'm not saying it that way. It's just I have in previous times I have felt a little queasy when the boat's really rocking.
Right.
But I mean, it really has to be rough seas for it to affect me, which is cool.
Right.
Edgebiter says, how much free stuff do you get?
Free stuff as an attendee, is that what that means?
Attendees get games. We don't usually make a big deal about the games because we're not sure how many, sometimes all the way up to the last minute, what games you'll get.
Sure.
But I think they got like 7 games.
Yeah, there was
something like that.
And a T-shirt.
There's about $100 worth of games in that bag.
And this year we got
Easy.
everyone got a free picture, although we had to go stand out in the sun for a while to get that done.
Yeah, you had to pay for it with some sweat. But
And then, of course, on the ship itself, all the activities are free. I should say all of them. There's a few that you can pay for, but
Yes.
they're easy. They're easy to avoid those. And the food is free in like 90% of the places.
Right.
everybody gets about what do they get? They got $100.
Well, though that was a very specific thing to this cruise because our date had been changed forcibly, so they gave us that. That will not happen every year. That was nice, though. I spent all mine.
But I mean, the year before it was like $50, right?
But yeah, it doesn't. They're just different things
That
that
one
happen.
changes from year to year.
It depends on the
possibly.
contract that
But
we
you do
that we
get a bag of games. You get some swag, a shirt. We had the picture this year. Yeah.
So we were at sea for there was 2 sea days and 2. Well, I'm not. The first day was I guess a sea day.
Well, you don't count, launching day and the day you return. Not counting those.
Right.
It's 2 days at sea, and then 2 days at ports.
Yeah, the one day was fairly short at port. I felt like Jamaica, we were there and out. I mean, and you guys went on that one excursion. You were in Jamaica almost the whole time.
Oh yeah.
From the beginning to the end.
Didn't feel like a short day.
No.
For those of us left behind.
Sam's knees definitely didn't feel like it was a short day.
No, I mean, my knees were fine. My shins, and my pride a little bit.
I didn't hear anyone make fun of you.
Yeah, right.
No, I didn't really.
I don't know. A lot of people were like, it was slippery. I mean, whatever.
Yeah, and they weren't. Yeah, what we did was we're talking about it without explaining.
Man, I don't want to.
We went to climb a waterfall in Jamaica, and it was pretty cool. The only thing is that the guides were not really doing much guiding, except saying,
They were leading.
Go this way. No, they weren't even doing that. They were pretty much just watching us fall more often than not, and yeah, I fell probably 6 times. So much so that by the time we got to the top of the waterfall, they actually had a place where you could do like that nesty plunge thing in the back, and I was like, nope, don't need to do that.
I did it.
Because I did that already like 6 times, so I'm not going to do it again.
I would say that we stopped at 2 places. We stopped at Jamaica, and then we stopped at Haiti. Except we weren't really at Haiti. We were on like a private island they have at Haiti. And I thought Jamaica was easily twice as good, if not more so, than Haiti.
Oh, yeah.
I liked both stops very much. I know if you are the kind of person who wants to go to these places and get that free reign, right?
I want to see culture
not have
and
like
stuff.
a manicured experience. Then yes, that Haiti port. It's like Haiti brought to you by Royal Caribbean. It was, their own location. I liked that.
Even the port in Jamaica was more brought to you by Royal Caribbean. This is what we want you to see.
Yeah.
So I just walked across the street, and then I was out.
Sure, yeah, you can do that.
But there wasn't anything there, though.
Yeah, there was. We met this guy who was like, hey, you want to see a tour of the city? And we walked around the city. It was really neat. You had to walk pretty far out that port, though. Like, you walk through, and I saw all these shops, and my kids were like, look, there's a Dairy Queen. I was like, we're not going to Dairy Queen in Jamaica. We're here to see something different.
That is different. It's Dairy Queen in Jamaica.
Yeah, I thought the stops were excellent, actually. I had a good time with both.
I had a good time at the first one. It just was kind of like again, like if we were on a resort more than...
I'm okay with that.
So let's see... Oh, Brian Drake, yes, he did a few magic tricks at a couple of our shows. It was a lot of fun, actually. He swallowed some needles, and then Jason checked his mouth, and somehow he threaded the needles. And he's a really great performer. It was really good.
It was excellent. He was very fun to watch.
All right, let me see. Wow, I'm sorry, we got a gazillion questions here. Now I lost where we were at. Okay.
Yes.
Yes. There's a lot of people who are talking about the things that they like doing on the ship. They rode the motion board or did the miniature golf.
Okay. Those are all fun.
A lot of people there was a lot of people who were on the cruise. I would say the 650, probably at least 50 to 100 people were not gamers. Easily.
Right.
And we still had a good time because we just talked about everything. Like when we ate dinner, when I ate dinner with people there, we might have talked about gaming a little maybe. But most of the time it was just about everything else.
Right.
Yeah.
But what's neat is, and one thing I like about our cruise is we don't sit with random people. We're sitting with random people, but they're from the. Like I'll say, hey, I don't know who you are. Sit with us. I just grab some people and sit with them. But we have that common thing. We both like board games. We're both here on the Dice Tower Cruise, and that makes it a whole easier to talk.
Probably mention for those who don't know that we get, it's our own dinner area. Well, I mean, we are having dinner while other people are having dinner on the cruise, but for our section, it's all Dice Tower attendees, right, to the cruise. So, absolutely, you over those few days, even if you don't really know the folks that come along, you will hang out together, you'll game together, you'll see shows together, and it's a great bonding experience. Just the fact that, you go off to your room, you get dressed for dinner, you show up, and hey, everybody, it's here you all are again. Let's sit down, let's have dinner.
Yeah.
Or you're going to the show. All right, I'll tag along to that, and you go see an evening show, go to one of our events, whatever. That's great. It's you said sequestered a while ago. This feels like the exact opposite of that. It's like team building. It has, it has this really cool vibe of bringing everybody together without feeling forced, you know?
Yeah. And as the cruise gets bigger, like, for example, if I played a game with every person in the cruise, I couldn't fit it in. Even if I played 24 hours. It's just not possible. I can't eat with everyone. I every dinner, I pick different people to eat with, but I couldn't eat with everybody. There's only 4 dinners, right? Mm-hmm. But I found that people would say, oh, we ate with these people, and wow, they were great. Then they went and played a game with those people. You meet other people, and there's also people who are like, last cruise, we did this, Yes. But even if you're new to the cruise, don't feel like, oh no, I won't get to know anyone. You can just go, you'll play games with someone, eat dinner. It's really easy going. And so for that, we're going to be increasing the size the slightest bit for the next cruise, and the tickets will go on sale either end of February or sometime in March, probably. Mm-hmm. We're still negotiating the contract, but it's pretty close, and I'm happy with it. The cruise will be in January 2020, the next one. How was the service on board?
I think it's always excellent.
Yeah, I've seen some people who have complained about service in the past, but I have never been to any hotel in my life that service is as good as the cruise ship.
Right.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
I've been to the only restaurants I've been to whose service is as good as the cruise ship were restaurants that I should not have ever gone to because they were so expensive. Mm-hmm. I've been to those restaurants before, and you're just like, oh, I'm paying to sit in a seat. You're paying for that experience. That's what a cruise ship feels like. The food might not be as high quality as a 5-star restaurant. I think it's fine, the food, but the service is. Those guys come by, they cater to you. You say, can I get one more of these things? And they're like,
yep.
Right.
Or sometimes for me, they showed up before I asked for them. I was like, I was thinking about getting 2 of the escargot. Oh, you already knew that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're very attentive also to, especially if you sit in the same person's area. They just get to, they're just good at what they do. They get to know what you like, how you want it. I like that. That makes you feel welcome, like they want to take care of you. Yeah, I think it's great service.
And we've already talked a little bit about someone asked how the entertainment was. The one thing I liked about this particular ship is the live music everywhere. I really like that. I like walking by and seeing some band playing or someone singing, and I don't know. I get a kick out of that.
Yeah.
Pre-packaged music is fine, right?
Right.
And if you didn't want to hear music, you could go to the game room. This year, the big cool thing I thought, well, we had the dining room last year, but this year it was actually used more often. Mm-hmm. And if you go on a cruise, you got a game in that dining room because it's such a good place to game.
Right.
The tables are big, it's beautiful. And then at night, gaming in the Windjammer, that was also fantastic. Mm-hmm. Not to mention they came around with carts and gave people ice cream and stuff.
Yeah.
So it wasn't the healthiest place to game, but
those are really nice tables in that space.
And the lighting was good, which is a big deal because I can't tell how many conventions I go to where the lighting is not good.
Yeah.
And you're sitting there going, or hotel lightings especially. Like we try to play games in hotels.
Hotels have that sort of soft yellow light, and it's not always the best, but this space was great.
Right.
Do you think cruising is the best way to go for vacation?
Depends on what you want to do for vacation.
I don't know. Depends. Yeah, that's kind of a...
I mean, if you're just trying to be, relax and have fun at doing certain activities throughout the course of the day, then yeah, probably. but maybe your idea of vacationing is going out and, rock climbing. Well, no. Going on a cruise isn't going to be the best.
I think a good way to gauge it is if you are the kind of person who, like Tom said, he didn't like that first port because it felt, manicured. I think if your vacation is immersing yourself in a culture you don't know, then maybe not. You're gonna get one. You're gonna get one like excursion, maybe 2 excursions out to these 2 things, and they are excursions. They are guided. I like that.
Well, you can.
I don't
you
want to
can
like,
also go in Jamaica. You could have really gone and off and done whatever you want.
That's true, but you still get a day. You know what I mean? And that's fun. You can do that. But again, if you want to immerse yourself into something like jump in a car and drive somewhere, no. The cruise is, it's a way to. I think, and I like this, go on a vacation and be taken care of. Mm-hmm. I like that. I like being able to go game, but then also if I want food, I don't have to go to the kitchen and make food. I'm taken care of. If I want to, go to dinner, it's taken care of. I know when it is. I know how it's going to go.
That's a big thing because we'll go to a convention and we'll be like, all right, we're done for the night. Where are we going to eat?
Right. It's like just coming up with a restaurant,
We got to walk there. Oh, they don't have a table because it's crowded. And a cruise, you're like, I know what I'm doing.
It'll be there. It's taken care of. I don't want that all the time, but for a vacation, for an escape from those sort of little responsibilities, yeah.
Did people not from the Dice Tower cruise, were they interested in what we were doing?
Yes.
Did you guys get some of that?
I had a few people stop by what we were doing. Some of them were probably inebriated, but most of them were not. They were genuinely interested in what was going on, and I know that I heard stories of a couple of our attendees who had checked out a game and went and played it with people who were not part of the cruise.
Sure.
So that happens.
Well, I went into the one in the dining room during the day, and there was like these 4 older folks there playing a card game. I don't remember what it was. It was one I hadn't heard of before. Mm-hmm. And because I said, oh, you're playing bridge? No, it wasn't bridge. It was something else. And they're like, this is great. We're going to come on your next one. It's like, are you sure? But they just thought it was neat that we were playing board games there. And I did get stopped by someone's like, what is all this Dice Tower stuff? Yeah. Like, well, there's this lame old podcast.
Nice.
So, let's see. People were saying about the buffet, the passports. A lot of people use the cost of going to the movies to justify the cost of games. Like, I'll say, oh, here's a game that costs $40. Like, oh, it costs $40 to take 4 people to movies. That's
sure, yeah.
Is this a cost proxy? He says you can rent a movie for $5. Is the cost of a cruise worth it? Because we build in our going on a cruise. I mean, it's no secret. We build in our going on a cruise into the expenses of this cruise.
Right.
But I'll tell you, I think pound for pound for vacation, for me, the cost of a cruise is worth. I mean, for a big family, it's hard.
Right.
For a couple.
Yeah, from what I understand, I'm no expert on vacationing. But from what I understand, cruising is one of the cheaper vacations, unless you're jumping in a car, I guess.
Sure, I mean it's cheaper when compared to going like
if you go, hoteling, right?
Yes, it's cheaper than that.
It's cheaper, right? Including the meals and everything, right? I mean everything you're doing. So I think so.
It's the cheapest lavish vacation. Like if you go on a vacation, like I've been on vacations where we're like, oh, we're on vacation. Here's the peanut butter and jelly sandwiches I brought. We're eating these for lunch, and then tonight crackers. I've been on.
That's fine, yeah.
That's living high on the hog.
You've met some of the people I'm related to.
Yes.
So, I've been on vacations like that.
Right,
that's fine. Right. Sure, those are going to be cheaper for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But if you want to go and eat whatever you want, as much as you want, you're going to pay a whole lot more than a cruise.
Yeah.
Was there other theme cruises there? There was a bunch of romance novel authors that were on the boat.
Oh, that's right.
Has been announced where the 2020 cruise is going. Yeah, we're going to Cozumel and
Grand Cayman.
Grand Cayman, yes. Jason was about to rise out of the table. I told you. And also, we do that pre-cruise party, which is starting to become a pretty big event. There was like 200 people there gaming.
The evening before, you do a big get-together, big game.
That was a lot of fun, and so we're working on making that better next year, too. We have some ideas. Let's see here. What made you come up with the cruise? We got to give the credit to Jason. He's been pushing for that for years to go on the cruise, and I finally said yes, and then after that, he was like, go on. I got it done. So, if you're a single person, would you rather have your own room or share with a stranger? I've done both in my
And I
life.
think folks on the cruise were doing both, in fact.
Sure.
Yeah. That's sort of a comfort level question, you know. And also, if you go as two single people who already know each other, you know.
That's different, you know. That's. But with a stranger, I've roomed with a stranger before, and on a cruise, I don't think it'd be as problematic for me because, honestly, the amount of time I spent in my room was not a huge amount.
Right.
I went there, fell asleep, got up, and I didn't want to be stuck in the room. I want to be out on the deck at least.
And you showered, yes.
Yes. But you know
Showering.
what? I've been walking at home every day in the mornings. Walking on a cruise ship was great. I got up and just walked around the edge of that thing. It was fantastic.
To go up top and walk on there's the walking track out there. Is gorgeous view.
Yeah, but I liked walking on the fourth level because part of it goes up on, where we got the picture taken, and just standing on the front of the boat. No, I'm the king of the. I didn't do that.
Did you do it?
No, are you kidding? I'm not a cheesy person. Have you ever seen me do cheesy things?
Never, sir. People are just probably hungry now.
All right. Well, any final thoughts on the cruise before we just open up to general questions? Oh, by the way, was I aware of Bonacor's photo game with Gold Fever? Yes, for a couple things. First of all, I think I would have figured it out after like two people asking, right? Secondly, do you think Bongar's smart enough to come up with that idea?
Ooh.
So.
That's like a double hit.
At least it wasn't live or anything when I said that.
I don't think he wasn't too like clandestine about what he was doing with it.
Yeah, right.
He's not really a clandestine kind of guy.
He's not. He's pretty much,
it's all in good fun, people.
Pretty much in everybody's face.
Oh, have we ever considered a 7-day cruise? We thought about it. The problem is there's two reasons that three. One, it's a long time to cruise.
Yeah.
Right? But two, it's much more expensive, and it's harder to get off for work. Like if you came on our cruise, you had to take off a certain amount of days, and you have to add a day or two at the end. So it's like a week. You take a 7-day cruise, you're taking at least a week and 2 days. You can try to squeeze it in, but then you're like, work's over, running out the door.
Right. We want you to relax. You want to make this a vacation, not the kind that you have to take a vacation from when you return.
True.
I don't know. I think ultimately what we were talking about earlier is the biggest and most wonderful part about a cruise is that you'll find what you want to do on it. If you want to go game every day, all the time, there's folks there who are doing that. You can do it. If you want to game a little bit, but also enjoy the amenities on board, you can do that too. And if you are not someone who is that into gaming, I think the cruise is a fantastic way to explore it as well. We have a strong library that's likely to have things you'll enjoy, things you might want to discover. And if you're just not feeling it right now, man, there's so many things to do.
Well, this relates to that. Someone says on the cruise, are you more willing to play games you don't like, or maybe games that aren't your cup of tea because of the cruise, or do you only stick to games you want to play?
I played a lot of games. I think I played 11 or 12 games on the cruise, and 6
were Blood Rage.
No, 6 of them were. No, I didn't count
multiple
of
plays. Okay, got it.
6 of them were games that I probably wouldn't touch with a 10-meter cattle prod. It's just the way it was. I don't know. I guess it just puts you in a different frame of mind, maybe.
That's different because we're very different. I only played games I love. Like I wouldn't even like if someone said you want to play this game, I'm like, no. I'm on a cruise, man. I don't play games I like. I didn't even play new games, which is something I do all the time. I just said that's my favorite. Let's play it. I played my two of my top 3 favorites. I played Space Base a lot for whatever reason. I guess it was easy to get out. I just kept playing games I liked.
I'm trying to think. I think I did a little bit of I did a lot of teaching things I already knew how to teach and enjoy.
Sure, I taught. I'm not counting games I taught.
Yeah, there was a lot of that. Mostly it was that. There were, I want to say, one new game that I learned on the cruise that I did not know before. But for the most part, I enjoy that when it's in that kind of setting, is getting back to games I know I like, I'll be passionate about teaching, and just sharing that with folks. Yeah.
Did Jason get to relax on the cruise at all, or was he working all the time?
That dude.
He showed me.
He did his style of relaxation, which is pretty wired, but
he showed me his Fitbit stats. He slept like 3 hours a night on average.
It's horrible for yours.
But yeah, Jason would relax because Jason would be like, he would run over here. If everyone okay, he would talk to everybody. Then he would go, oh, there's a show. He'd go watch part of the show. Then he'd run out. So he relaxed in like spurts.
He likes that.
No, he does.
He
That's
is,
fine.
Yeah.
We're going to do a list soon. Kenny has the information, so maybe next week or in the coming days, we'll do a list of the games that were checked out the most because we have that information.
Oh,
so
cool.
that'd be like a fun top 10 list to do.
Interesting, yeah.
And I'll tell you, the number 1 game was not what I thought it would be. Like, I'll say, spoiler right now, Space Base wasn't even in the top 10, and I thought it would be. So.
Okay.
So what was the game of the cruise? We'll save up for that one. Okay, so now we'll take questions that are not about the cruise. If anyone has any cruise, not just questions in general, but we'll do this for about 15 minutes, then we'll get cranking because the weekend is coming and we got stuff to do.
Yep.
And I'm going to go to my favorite store tomorrow.
Container Store.
That's right. How'd you know?
Hey, man, come on. I know you.
I love it's been like 6 months since they've been to the Container Store. They might have new stuff by now.
New containers.
New containers.
I heard they have some now that
New boxes.
have a lid.
Are we all going to BGG Spring Con? No. Dice Tower West is in 5 weeks, and that's our next big thing. And
Right.
I'm certainly excited about that. We're working on getting that together. That's when we're done here. That's all I'm working on for a while. That's true. Someone said I'm in a unique position where I can play everything, so I can afford to just play my favorites on the cruise. I don't feel like I have to go there to see new stuff.
Right. Oh, sure. And if you want to do that, then
Right.
you can, yeah.
But I saw people doing both. Some people were like, I want to learn new stuff.
We had, player wanted and teacher wanted kind of sign, those things. So that's also an ease, an aid to everybody.
Are we going to review Narcos? I don't think we got Narcos.
We do not have it as of right now. Yeah, we haven't received it.
Did
From
Simon do
Simon.
Narcos?
Mhm.
Yeah, they didn't send that one to us for whatever reason. What's your biggest pet peeve when it comes to game rule books? Man, there's so many.
Picture of the setup, I guess.
A list of components,
Yeah, like
a picture of the components, and a
Yeah.
picture of setup. Don't tell me grab the.
the 10 betrayal cards.
But they won't even say that. They'll say shuffle the betrayal cards, and I'm like, great. Which ones are betrayal?
Right.
And how many are there of
Right,
the
right,
cards?
there
you
you
have
go,
to
right.
use. You have to use like deduction logic.
Yes, that's not okay. You got to show me a picture of what the cards look like. Tell me how many. Picture of what the setup should look like when it's done. That's basic. You got to do that.
Are we coming to Essen? Yeah, we reached that stretch goal, so we have to go. So,
That's happening.
any extreme version live plays coming up? I don't know how far we're going to do that.
Oh, we're talking about the
What are you
Cinco
most
Lingo.
looking forward to about Dice Tower West?
Oh, I think just seeing everybody because it's so far from here, and we don't have that many conventions that are
We have a lot of people
near
there
the
that we
West
don't meet at
Coast,
other
you know?
places.
Right. I think seeing a lot of those folks that we don't often get to see.
I want to say the Bacchanal Buffet.
Yeah, I like Vegas. Vegas is I enjoy being there. You know what I mean? The lights and the people and everything, the energy of the city, the food. Yes.
I really
like
like the when we went to MeepleCon, which just was the last couple of
Yeah.
years, was it was so relaxing.
Yeah, it's a good get together. There's that too. It's just very relaxing.
What's the most? Oh, I'm trying to figure out here. What's your favorite race in TI4?
The Ghosts of Cruise?
Tom Cruise?
No. Crues.
What does he come out? You can't handle the truth? No, that's Jack Nicholson. I'm doing it mixing up there.
Ghosts of Jack.
I like how they have. I like how they can use wormholes, or they can kind of commandeer the wormholes, and they have a technology where they can actually create their own wormhole.
That's
So it's
cool.
That's your favorite one. That is a good one. My favorite's the guys who can shoot with the cruises. They start with a Y. The
Yusaril?
yeah. Or the ones that get like lots of action cards.
I don't remember what that was.
Yeah, I like those things too. Oh yeah, the player teacher signs at Dice Art Conf by Peter Vedder, they were great.
Yes.
Mhm.
They were really neat looking, and so we'll be using those in the future.
Yawning.
What's the matter?
I'm yawning. I can't.
Oh, I thought you were like, this water. Where's my monster?
No.
Are we gonna do a final review on First Martians? You know, I don't think it's ever gonna happen. Unfortunately. Sometimes so a game comes in and we try to review them quickly. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes they move, and then as the time goes by, pretty soon the window to review it is gone.
It feels that way, yeah.
And that's kind of what happened. You're going to see that happen with games as the years go by. We can't review everything, especially these bigger, giant games.
It happens
take forever
sometimes
to
that after a
play.
while you just feel like, if it's been a really long time, especially if it's a game that's had a lot of attention, you feel like you don't have anything to
Anything more to
add
say.
to the conversation. That's part of it, you know what I mean? And we're hoping whenever we say anything that you're adding to the conversation. So if it feels like you're not really doing that, it's a little harder to bring yourself to do it, you know. And that's, I think, First Martians falls into that category, yeah.
Tom, please explain your hatred of the Kigurumi. What's the deal? No, I don't hate them.
What?
Those outfits people were wearing on the cruise, I just didn't want to wear it there.
I don't know what that is.
Those,
The onesies?
Yes.
yeah.
Oh, what's it called?
Kigurumi.
They have a name for like that type of
Yeah.
onesie? Okay.
I'm not gonna make fun of the way people dress. Are you kidding?
That's
No,
a
I
valid
would just laugh at that. I would not wear that stuff on the hot. Those things had to be hot.
I assume they were warm, yeah.
It's the same reason, like when we have done battling tops in the past, we wear those rubber masks. You wear it, and every once in a while, I'd go over a corner, I'd be like, then go back and get in character again.
Yes.
I have no idea how the Mickey Mouse people do it. That's crazy. In Orlando, where it's super hot.
Yeah, that's true.
Do returning cruisers get first dibs? Sure. And I know some people are like, oh no, the whole ship will sell out. Not everyone who goes on a cruise plans to go the next year.
Right.
There's plenty of time. You'll be, if you want to go, you'll be able to get in, as long as you don't wait too long. And what's the ratio of Americans and international attendees? I know that there was definitely people on the cruise this year not from America. I talked
sure.
to several people who had come in from other countries, and I said, is this the only thing you came in for? And some of them tied it together. They were touring Fort Lauderdale at the same
Right.
time, or
Right.
what have you.
I don't know the numbers. We could probably find that out, but we don't have it readily available, that data.
So, alrighty. Well, information on Dice Tower Retreat is coming. We are working on getting that sealed too. We'll probably announce Dice Tower Retreat, Dice Tower Cruise really close together, especially since
Okay.
Dice Tower Cruise, Retreat's going to be sooner, so that one is going to get done. We'll have information on that in a couple weeks probably. Alrighty, well, it's time for our, what do you guys call this again?
Lightning
Round. That's right, lightning round. So
Lightning
this
round.
or
Something like
that. And we'll see
You can
what
go with
wins.
You can
this, or
go
you
with
can go
that.
with that.
What about if I want to go with this?
You can go with this,
Or
or you can go with that. You know, waiting for you, man. You know, what are the odds that someone types this or that? It's
100%. Come on
every
now.
time.
That happens every time.
Every time.
But, yeah, no. So the cruise, and that's why we're waiting for that. Fantastic, fun. I'll go again.
Approved.
I
Yes.
started. No, it's excellent. Come on now. Into my collection.
Into my collection, yes.
Trees or mountains?
Trees.
Mountains.
Patriots or Rams?
Bears.
They're the football team. The Super Bowl.
Game ball.
Istanbul or Five Tribes?
5 tribes. Come on. What kind of question is this?
I think I like Istanbul better. Raiders of the North Sea or Champions of Midgard?
Raiders of the North Sea are champions at Midgard.
Champions, but it's close. I like them both.
Yeah.
Champions is a definite head and shoulders.
Dice Tower Cruise or Dice Tower Retreat?
Jeez, those are very different.
Oh,
Yeah.
if you're a landlubber, a retreat.
Really?
Well, yeah, if you're a landlubber, yeah.
Oh, you're saying if you're a landlubber. I lean towards the cruise because of the food
Cruise
and everything.
is a bigger
right?
event.
It's a bigger
it just
event.
simply is a bigger event, yeah.
Peanut butter or jelly?
Peanut butter.
Jelly.
Time.
Yeah, I'm definitely peanut butter.
Shadespire or Night Vault?
Both.
Betrayal
Well,
at Baldur's
be
Gate
given a choice,
or House
not
on
the
the
same
Hill?
thing twice in a
They're
row.
the same thing.
Yeah.
It's the same game, just two different.
I'll say
core
Betrayal at
sets.
Baldur's Gate.
What was the question?
Baldur's Gate or House on the Hill for Betrayal.
Baldur's Gate was better, I guess.
Starbucks or fast food? That's never going to go away, is it?
Starbucks
In
is.
20 years, people are still going to be talking about this.
No, it's funny how little things just latch on.
Wario or Waluigi?
Wario, man, there's no question. Wario.
Bob from Time Stories or Thanos?
Oh, my Thanos is my homie.
Wow.
Bob is evil. Thanos.
Wow, that's.
Thanos has like a good reason for what
No,
he's doing.
Thanos understands. You know what I mean? I mean, he knows there's a drastic measure, but he understands. Bob is evil.
So we got chaotic evil and lawful evil, is what you're saying.
Iced tea or lemonade?
Oh, come on. We all know, even for each other, you know?
Arnold Palmer,
Yeah.
lemonade.
Oh,
It's
that's right.
basically iced tea, lemonade, and then you mix them.
Arnold
You know what I
Palmer,
mean?
yep.
We're
That's
sitting in
true.
the proper order here.
Apple pie or apple crisp?
What's an apple crisp?
I don't know. Hang on. Apple crisp.
I'm guessing it's some sort of fritter-looking thing?
It's like that. Oh, what do we? I don't call those apple crisp. I call those apple.
Turnover kind of thing?
Whatever. I'd
Whatever.
rather have one of those.
Yeah, me too. I'll go with that. Apple crisp.
Cargo pants or slacks?
Cargo pants.
Slacks. I don't like cargo pants much. Too many pockets.
I'm good with either one, but I'll go with the cargo pants, I think.
Is tomato a fruit or a vegetable?
It's technically a
Depends.
fruit, isn't it?
Vegetable.
I thought it was a fruit.
It's a
Sure.
fruit.
According to some legal term somewhere, but I've never
It's
put it in.
defined
Like,
as
I'm not
per
eating
the
tomato ice cream.
definition of the word.
Tomato ice cream exists.
It's a fruit.
I'm not eating it.
Doesn't mean, well, just because you're not going to do it doesn't mean it's different. It's a fruit.
I do know people who eat tomatoes. Like just
Dinosaurs or dragons?
dinosaurs or dragons?
Yeah, that's interesting. I think I'll go with dinosaurs.
Yeah.
I like them both, though. Deck building or bag building?
Deck building.
Dice building.
That was it. All right. Sled riding or surfing? I love sledding. I
Yeah,
really do.
sure. I'll do tubing.
Ooh, tubing is good.
That's so fun. It also takes 0 skill, so I can do it.
I do like.
You know what I mean? It's just like sit in that donut.
I'm an Olympic tuber.
I'm gonna push you. That's it. That's all you gotta do. There's no steering. There's no balance. Just sit yourself down right there.
It's the bowling of water sports.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just go. I love it.
Bicycle or motorbike? Bike.
I guess bicycle.
Yeah, I don't know.
Gone Clever or Welcome To?
Gosh, and Clever's a better game, I think.
I like Welcome To better.
Dandruff or Athlete's Foot?
Which one would I rather have?
I think dandruff, you could like just wash your hair and you're
Well,
okay,
you
right?
can also take care of athlete's foot.
Yeah, but it doesn't go away right away. You just got to treat it. And then it takes like 3 or 4 days.
Well, dander also you need to take care of it. I have a little dander in my beard sometimes.
I guess I'll say Athlete's Foot because no one will know if you have that.
Yeah, there's that.
Unless
That's
you take your
more
shoes off.
disgusting, though. You know what I mean?
Key lime pie or filet mignon?
Filet mignon by a
I-
very,
pie.
very.
I can't believe we're even asking
Very
such a question.
long mile.
Yeah. Well, I'm not.
Key lime pie.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
No, I like key lime
I
pie.
I'm not a big meat eater anyway,
Call
so
yourselves
for me it's an easy
carnivores.
choice.
No, I don't call myself a
Now you tell me
carnivore.
key lime pie and shrimpy shrimps, we have a problem.
Sushi or barbecue?
Sushi.
Depends on the barbecue.
It really depends on the mood I'm in at that particular time.
How about
it depends on the
barbecue
barbecue.
sushi?
Sushi is good, but
Come on
if we're
now.
talking like
Check out some ribs.
if we're talking like Three Rivers, or if we're talking like that place in Dallas, yeah, sushi can wait.
That's the name of my next album.
Sushi can wait.
Here's the longest one we've gotten. $1 million a day, but
Yes.
your eyes are on your feet. Or you can eat anything you want with no ill effect, but you attract cats like a magnet.
Oh man, kitty cats. Actually, I'm very allergic to cats.
Actually, you attract cats as a magnet is probably why you can eat as much as you want, because the cats just turn into food at that point.
Way to make it gross.
That got worse somehow.
I guess the cat
I
thing.
can't do. Yeah, it has
Can't
to.
have
Be. My
eyes on my
eyes are
feet.
on my feet. No.
Hang on, guys. I need to take a closer look at the board.
Oh no, man, those are all bad. If I wasn't allergic to cats, I like cats. They're sweet, they're nice, but I mean, they just fire me up. So
Matches of Madness, 2nd edition, or Arkham Horror, 3rd edition? I'll go Matches of Madness.
they're both really good for me.
Yeah.
I like them about the same.
I do too, I think.
Admiral Adama or Admiral Kane?
Oh,
Who's Kane?
Did David Peterson ask that question?
No.
Um,
Wait, why would there even be a question on this? Why would I ever pick Kane
my
over...
geek foo is failing. Who are these people?
No, Battlestar Galactica.
Who are they? Adama and I don't know which ones they are.
Admiral Adama is the commander of the Battlestar Galactica.
Yeah, he's the main guy.
Who's the other one? The lady
Admiral
who commands
Kane
the
is
Pegasus?
Pegasus, yes.
But she was like a jerk. Why would I
Yeah, she
ever
was
pick
evil.
her?
What kind of?
She wasn't evil.
I gotta go with.
No, she ordered civilian shot, evil.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Lawful.
There's her, and the only thing worse,
She
Bob.
She went by the rule of the law.
No,
She
man.
was merciless. But
Bob
she
is the one who
wasn't
pulled the
necessarily
trigger.
evil.
I feel like that was evil.
Yeah, man. Guys, Bob are all
I
the
would
way.
not do it.
I felt for
agree.
her until I saw that whatever that movie was called, and I was like, yeah, no,
Yeah.
I no longer like her.
She's evil.
Uh,
Married to Bob.
Zelda or
That's what
Mario?
Martial law is, man. Martial law is.
Zelda, I guess.
What did you say?
Zelda or Mario?
Who cares?
Oh, that's it. I just realized we're past 47. Well, we got to end there. We appreciate you guys coming. We got live stuff starting next week with the live Q&A with me on Monday at 10 a.m. and then Tuesday back to board live game testing. So
Cool.
just check our schedule. The live scheduling will go up today. You'll be able to see what stuff's coming up next week. And we'll be doing another one of these in a week from today. And also our Kickstarter is still running on. So if you want to, someone asked like when we're going to have more stretch goals. I guess I need to because we are pretty close to getting to our second last one here.
Sweet.
That is really cool. So, wow, yeah, we're like $50 away. So, all right.
It's exciting.
Well, until
Thanks.
next time, I'm Tom Vassell.
I'm Zee Garcia. Thanks for hanging out.
Sam Healy. Take care. See you on the flip side.